The state has filed a case at the Supreme Court challenging the order of the whole High Court that granted an injunction against the swearing-in of John Peter Amewu as the Member of Parliament for the Hohoe constituency. The state consequently wants the decision of the whole High Court to be quashed, and also the court stopped from hearing the substantive case brought against Mr. Amewu and the Electoral Commission. In the suit, the state said the ruling from the court constituted, and I'm quoting here, a patent error, unquote, since it did not have the capacity to hear the matter. Let's get on the phone line now. We have George Lowe. He is a lawyer and vice president of the Volta NDC caucus. Mr. Lowe, thank you for your time. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to your chair.
This is just development coming in. I'd like to take your initial reaction to this.
Well, interesting times in Ghana. My initial reaction is that I'm wondering the capacity in which the Attorney General of the Republic would go and file such a process. And when the issue concerns individuals in their various capacities, John Peter Amewu is a member of Parliament, elect, who has been injuncted, and that injunction is directed at him. And then those who have gone to court to protect their individual liberties under the Constitution of Ghana. It beats my imagination that the whole Attorney General would want to go and defend individual, in that capacity. So
let me just draw your attention quickly to this bit of the puzzle, where the fourth respondent in this particular suit happens to be the Attorney General. So these are the respondents listed as I can see them here. Wisdom Kofi Akpakli, the Electoral Commission of Hohoe, John Peter Amewu, the Minister of Energy, then the Attorney General, that's the Attorney General's department. So the Attorney General happens to be a respondent in this particular case.
But you know that the Attorney General, in cases like this, is a nominal respondent, and not a principal party. So what would
help us understand the difference?
That the individual.
I just want to. We'll move on to that part, but just quickly to help us understand the difference between that nominal and the principal respondent.
When you are filing certain processes, and you know that the EC per se is a state institution,
right?
So in those cases, even though they have their lawyers, the Attorney General is a nominal. Respondent in this matter. You are the Attorney General because the EC itself, even though by law they can sue and be sued, they are a principal party of the state.
Bottom line, they are respondent, isn't that correct?
Well, what I'm just saying is that what capacity is the EC, is the Attorney General now coming in to defend individual rights or otherwise? People are defending their individual rights under the Constitution. Are they saying that those people do not have those rights? It is directed at the EC not to gazette John Peter Amewu as an MP elect. And also that John Peter Amewu should not elect himself as such. So, you see, the relief they are seeking, basically a principal relief directed at the EC and directed at John Peter Amewu. So I'm saying that when the Attorney General comes in, is he defending John Peter Amewu?
Mr. Amewu is free to bring in his legal counsel, but it doesn't in any way stop the Attorney General from responding if it has been listed as a respondent.
But you see, look at the direction the Attorney General is going. Look at the direction the Attorney General. I'm saying that those people who are fighting for their rights, is the Attorney General saying that those rights have not accrued?
And by these people, you mean the people of Santrofi, Akpafu, Like,
the individuals. It's not just the style, but these are individuals in style who are in court based on their individual rights they think they have under the Constitution.
Okay. Let me just...
So SAL as an entity has not gone to court. But you know that every individual has the right to vote for a parliamentary candidate under the Constitution of Ghana.
So let's try and take the issues that in this particular suit. In this particular suit by the Attorney General. So the first paragraph I see here says the High Court, this is a case it is making, that okay, let me start from the top. The state is saying that ruling from the court constituted a patent error because it did not have the capacity. That is, the court did not have the capacity to hear the matter. You are a lawyer, does it?
Well, that is what the Attorney General is saying, that the Supreme Court will determine now. But the issue of capacity is, what did they take to court? They went to court to say that their rights as citizens to vote had been taken away. And are we saying that the courts no longer have the right to protect, the High Court doesn't have the right to protect individual freedoms and the Constitution? I thought that the individual freedoms and the Constitution under Article whatever in the Constitution is tenable in the High Court. So if today our Attorney General is saying that the High Court hasn't got that capacity, I'm wondering. But well, they are before the highest court of the land. Let's see what happens. But I am clear in my mind that if I have a human rights issue, the High Court is the forum to go.
Okay, another point it makes, the state makes, is that the High Court, okay, so first of all, has no jurisdiction under the Article 33 of the Constitution to entertain a matter in the nature of a parliamentary election petition.
But did the people go in purely to go and did they go in there as petitioning the court in terms of a parliamentary election? They are going there to say that their right to elect an MP has been taken away. It's a fundamental human right.
That has everything to do with the parliamentary election.
I am saying that they are not going to challenge whether the person, in terms of like, he got more votes or less votes and has been cheated or something. No. This one is a fundamental human right. And so if they are stretching that to say that because they say that you cannot hold yourself up, because I, who also has the right to vote for you, has not been given that opportunity, or that opportunity has been taken away from me by the EC, does that constitute an election petition properly so-called? I have my doubts.
In that case, now, one of the things that the state is asking for, consequently, is for the decision of the High Court in Hohoi to be quashed, and also for the court to be stopped from hearing the substantive case that was brought against Mr. Amewu. From your perspective, what kind of advice would you give?
Well, I have little or no advice to give, because the matter is supposed to be going before the highest court of the land. Right. For me, I am still amazed that this thing will take this. Now, you are even saying that if the court erred in granting an injunction, so what are you afraid of? That you are saying that the court should be stopped from going to the substantive matter?
They're saying the court lacks jurisdiction.
Are they saying that the people do not have a matter?
They say the court lacks jurisdiction.
Then they should go to the matter of jurisdiction per se. You see, these are hanky-panky games that the state wants to play because the NPP itself have seen that they are confused and they've lost it. I mean, these things, well, we know what they are doing. We know what the tricks are, But I mean, we all live to see the end product of it. They've done it before. This is not the first time Attorney General will have breached time and go before court. And then if the Supreme Court is continue to entertain this, then the High Court judges should be asked to go home. Because every time they give an order, somebody goes to a breach time, and the order is set aside. Then what kind of court system do we think we want to run? Why are they afraid to let the matters run their full course?
You keep saying why
are they afraid of?
You keep saying why are they afraid? What you have suspicions that someone is afraid of something?
If you are not afraid, why do you go to say that a matter should not be looked into?
Of the law and our systems.
I am saying that why are you afraid that a substantive matter should not be heard, even if you disagree? We oppose injunctions all the time, but we follow procedure. This is like using state power to arrest a process. And I think it's unfair. I think it's unjust. I think it's marks of high-handedness. And I think that is destroying the court system.
Mr.
You see, when we continue to do this, people lose interest in the court. And it doesn't augur well for us locally and internationally. Because very soon, nobody wants to take a matter to court because he thinks that when his interest is to be protected, the long arm of the state or the long arm of somebody will go and twist the arms of the court, and they don't get justice. This is not helping us. It is not taking us anywhere. And I believe that, all stakeholders in the judicial system should take a step back and consider these things again. It is not helping us. Look, we are going to NDC, even in our case to go to the Supreme Court to fight an election petition. The 98% of people who call tell us that don't go, you won't get justice. And it is not fair to all of us. It is not right. Why would Ghanaians think that a group of people will not get justice before the Supreme Court of the land? I mean, if that's the direction we go, even international business will suffer in this country. Nobody will have faith in our judicial system, and it will be dangerous for our progress and development. That
said, has the party filed your petition already?
As I told you earlier on, I have just returned from a demonstration in Sekwankope.
Haven't demonstrations been banned?
I'm in the Volta region. I know, I've just read that FEC has also affirmed the decision of the party to go to court. I don't know if by now the court processes have been put in motion.
Very well. Mr. Lowe, we'll say a very big thanks to you. I asked whether demonstrations have been banned, but I just reminded myself that it's banned in Accra. So thank you for your time once again. George Lowe is a lawyer and also the vice president of the Volta NDC caucus there with his thoughts on a suit filed by the Attorney General in which they're asking for the High Court in Hohoe decision to be quashed. As Mr. Lowe said, we'll wait to see how that pans out.